And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
54's Mike. Check, watch.
On first down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. back at about the 37-yard line. Dee Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he comes back with one complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch the screen.
Here's a second and 7. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Jones throw on target to Shepard.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there at a first down.
Hey, lock it.
On first down, Rose. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second and 9, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll take a shot and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Showtime, partner. What a great one-handed catch. How much of that was him? How much of that were the gloves?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. 56. Hey, Sam on. Get it ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Leo, go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones dancing to his left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
18 Gator. General West. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dee Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby!
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. No.
On first down, Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking to throw. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
17 yards and a giant first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now Jones, operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The ball comes out.
Let's go. Let's go.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. D. Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Barkley. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Jones on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward Barkley. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
At the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Second and 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far. His team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Operating from the gun, Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, here's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.